Welcome everyone, Madman bringing another RSL video. So today I'm going to pay a little homage there to Ash. I like his videos. He puts out good content on champion guides, on comps, on how to take on dungeons and things like that. And then of course, there's other videos there that maybe involve gaming but not necessarily raid. So I wanted to do a little showcase on a champion that I think he has, but he may not realize how good of a champion he really is. So who are we talking about? We're actually talking about Marius. Now, I finished the missions about a month ago, maybe a little bit less. I built him up and I was a little surprised at what all he could actually do. In one build, too. One build. So let's take a quick look at Marius. Hopefully by now you know his kit, but we'll review it real quick anyway. 50% chance when booked of landing in feeble, and of course attacks all enemies. This prevents them from putting debuffs on you and or critting you, so very, very helpful there. His big claim to fame is his A2, attacking all enemies 3 times, each hit decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs. I'm 99% sure you got to have accuracy, though, that they didn't put that part in there. But it's based on defense and enemy max HP, so it's good against waves, opponents in arena, and of course bosses, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. Then we move over to A3, 50% increase in accuracy, a 60% increase in defense on all allies for 3 turns. Very beneficial, especially since he's based off of defense for damage. Then he also places a stun on the enemy with the highest turn meter. Again, notice it says places, so you're going to need that accuracy. Finally, he grabs himself an extra turn. Remember, he's increasing his accuracy, so you don't have to go crazy high with it, but giving him accuracy is definitely beneficial. Then his passive, he's immune to turn meter reduction effects. Yes, this does work against Armands. Unfortunately, Armands can still stun him, and you're probably not building him with enough resistance. And decreased speed debuffs. And then also, when an enemy changes forms, those mythicals, or attempts to decrease this champion's turn meter, he's going to counterattack this champion using this champion's default skill. So those pesky mythicals, they transform, and then boom, he hits them with the A1, hopefully landing in feeble, because some of them can really smack and ruin your day in a hurry. Lastly, his passive, defense in all battles by 35%, so a nice solid aura there. Okay, we're over in campaign now, and we're on Nightmare 12-6. So let's see if he can solo 12-6 on Nightmare, which you're going to find out. He got through that wave pretty nice and easy there. He's going to get through this wave with not much of a problem. He's going to move on to wave 3. He's going to blast through that pretty quick, and boom, in 15 seconds, we're done solo. You're farming food. But wait, unlike a lot of champs, he can also do 12-3 in a reasonable amount of time. Not quite as fast as 12-6, but you can do 12-3. So if you like getting those shields and selling it to make a little extra coin, then you can farm 12-3. That is a viable option with Marius. And, at least in the build I have him, you can see we are in no danger of dying there. 18 seconds, so 3 seconds difference, and these shields can start adding up, especially if you get a 6-star, even though at best you're getting at best a 6-star rare, but mostly common or uncommon. Anyway, so there you go. He is great at farming campaign. So we moved over to dungeons. Now I've tried him in Iron Twins, and it did work, but it's not the speediest comp, so until I come up with a better comp, I can't say that probably using him in some kind of comp that I'm not aware of as of yet would be any better than probably what you are using right now. I have tried him in Spirit Keep, and he can solo that. So let's see if he can solo Arcane Keep. And as you can see, 24 seconds there, but he's going to go ahead, and who knows how fast he'll do it, but no problem. Through the first wave, no threat to himself. Same again here with the second wave, and he's on to the boss in 14 seconds. He's going to knock him out pretty quick. And will we finish in 24? Nope. We're going to take a little bit longer, but that's okay. No worries about him dying, so he can solo the Arcane Keep final boss. Let's back out of here, and we're going to move over. We're going to do the Magic Keep here. And this one probably take a little bit longer because of the shield, but you're going to see he can solo this as well. And of course on auto with no presets. You know, he at least does his thing smartly there. He does his A3 to increase his defense. He hits him hard with his A2 and then uses his A1 as needed. Her big shield, he has a problem. See, she turned around and put it right back up. But with any luck, right here, when he does his A3 and then A2, he wiped out all of those buffs and he starts doing some damage there. But you can see because she puts on that big shield, it does take a little longer to get through this run. Right at the very end there, but that's okay. Here goes all of that. A little slower, but he can solo in under a minute, which is still pretty good. Alright, backing out of here, I'm going to slip in the Force Keep. Not going to be able to get to Void, but we got 30 minutes left, so let's hit Force. And he's going to solo Force. There you go, 25 seconds with the best time being 21, him soloing the Force Keep. Alright, moving along, Minotaur. Can he solo Minotaur? Well, yes he can. Going to be a little bit of slower run because I actually have gear on Artac. He's a second one. I am building him mainly to solo, well, not completely solo, but for Ice Golem 10 hard, I use my original Artac, but I didn't want to have to like remaster him stuff because I often use him and Amius, so you know, it's one of those things. But there you go, 20 seconds with the best time of 16. So he is definitely extremely viable for fastly farming Minotaur. Now, Ice Golem I haven't tried, you know, because Ice Golem sits there and counterattacks. So I didn't want to spend the time, and I didn't think that it would be a super quick comp there as far as Ice Golem goes. So I'm sure he can do it, but for me there was not much point of building a team. Now let's move over to Spider here. Spider's a different story here. So you're going to see here, and sadly I've already changed it, but he comes in and he's going to farm, well actually Critters is going to farm Spider here. My fastest time being 9 seconds. Acrizia though 11 seconds, 4 turns. So there you go there, and Marius is just a backup, but pretty much the same thing. If I made Marius faster, just 1 speed faster because they're both at the same speed. So if you ever wanted to know, Acrizia will take a turn before Marius if they're at the same speed. Anyhow, they'll do the same thing except for it'll take 12 seconds and 5 turns. That's the only difference there. And again, the other one is the failsafe for whichever one went first. Now we're back out of here. Again, Dragon, I run him, he works, but he's not necessarily the greatest for at least what I have, so I didn't put much effort into trying to improve that. Same thing with Fire Knight's Castle. I did substitute him for a Newt. I have a 2 Newt Fire Knight team. It actually runs a little faster, but the consistency is maybe 50%, so that's not a very good consistency. I want something close to 100, if not 100%, and that's what I get with the double Newt there. So, Sand Devil, well, guess what? He is awesome in Sand Devil as well. Of course, you know, double Newt to go with, but you're going to see this, and this is going to go fairly quick. The downside is if she doesn't land sweep, the run is over. If Ruella does not, okay. Weaken is the big thing. Decreased defense doesn't matter. As you can see, boom, we went through that. And 11 seconds there. Oh, finally got some dust. As you can see, both newts here, but especially this one has the 5-star Soul Reap. So that will finish off the boss. But if you don't have blessings on newts, but you have double newts, it will still work. They will just go on a counterattack and slowly finish them off, and it won't be as fast to run. But I had it not fail, and then of course I switched, and it's definitely more consistent there. So let's back out of this. We're going to move over here, and we're going to show that, guess what, he can do Phantom Shogun as well. Now my best time on this is 11 seconds, and that was just perfect RNG. It is generally 14 seconds. So, you know, farming Sand Devil in 11 seconds and Shogun in 14 seconds is pretty solid in my opinion. Especially, you know, yes, I have some really good, hey, we got to 12 seconds there. Really good champions here, but none of them are +4. None of them are fully awakened or anything like that. So, you know, in-game account, but not super in-game. Whatever. Alright, so there's dungeons. He is great in all of the dungeons. Faction Wars. Sadly, I used all my keys already, but if we real quick click here, we can see that he is on that team and that he helps us get a sub-minute run on the boss in the Skinwalkers faction. Arena. Let's see him in Arena. Let's, you know what? We're going to take on this team here. I'm going to pull out a Laz. We're going to put him in here. He's not the end-all, but he is really, I mean, he's really solid in Arena, but he's definitely not the end-all be-all here. So hopefully, I mean, I should be faster, and with Armands and Arbiter, take control of this fight here. So we're going to speed boost here. We're going to go ahead, decrease their turn meter. We even did that. Great. I am just going to hit him with the A1. Let's hope we strip. I want to strip her stones again, but more importantly, I want to place block debuffs on Siegfried there. So here goes. Okay, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but hopefully we'll strip that anyway and take her down with this A2. So let's buff up, give himself increased defense, and then let's hit all 4. Boom, boom, boom. We didn't strip at all, but they're dead. Notice he didn't come back. Thank you, Ramantu. I don't think we can strip that. No. Alright, she raised him back up, though. So we'll just sheep her and put them back on notice here. Who do we want to take down? We're going to hit her, just so maybe we can fear them. A little control. Let's get rid of Mikage. Oh, we're going to enfeeble you. Okay. We're going to steal turn meter and put you both out. Give ourselves a little boost. Just go ahead and hit her. Now we could do this, and we got increased defense. I don't know if we'll steal that. Let's see if we can steal that. We should be able to from him. He's got reasonable accuracy. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. And boom. There you go. Remember, when the mythicals change, he gets a little boost there. So, he's pretty cool in Arena. Let's see if there's any other real kind of tanky team here. This is pretty tanky. Ooh, do we take on this one? This one looks pretty nasty, so let's take that on real quick here and see what we got going on. Okay, their CP was faster, so interesting here. But we're going to go ahead and boost ourselves. Now, do we want to steal turn meter? We're going to try. Oh, and we stole all the turn meter. We didn't put anybody to sleep. But now, do we want to do... Who do we want to go ahead and sheep? Let's sheep UDK because he's annoying. And we got sheeped ourselves. That's fine. Strip. Oh, locked out. Okay, he countered. That's fine. Let's see if he can take the 3 of them down at least. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. And we keep getting countered here by this dude. Alright. Now, this might be game over. Because this is a solid defense for sure. Oh, we're all frozen. No point in provoking and sleeping all of us if we're frozen. Alright, he got sheeped. Thank you, Harima. And she pretty much cleaned our clock, so it's going to be game over. Congratulations, you have a very solid defense. Speed beats our Mons for sure. That helps a little bit, so that's probably one hell of a fast CP there. Anyway, that is Arena. Let's check out Tag Arena, even though it should be the same here. Do I want to take on a reasonable team here? Let me see here. Alright, so let's try this and see what happens here. We'll just fast forward till we get to the fight with, of course, Marius. Okay, that was a pretty tough fight there, but let's see if we can take control of this one here. And boom, we stole all the turn meters. So let's just hit whoever with the A1. Let's try and get sheeped. Alright, getting sheeped here, but let's see what happens here. Boom, boom, boom. Well, we killed Harima. Let's, oh, didn't quite kill Yumeko. Oh, but hey, you turned over. You can do the same thing. And boom. So there you go. That was a pretty stout team. Let me finish this and we'll move on to a live arena. We managed to finish that up. Let's jump over here to live arena. Now this probably won't be so impressive because I'm only in silver 4 here, which I am fine with being in. And we're going to play a little dirty, so to speak. We got an opponent, at least is level 100. Level 17, close enough. Alright, we need to start with our RB. Okay, you're going to go there. Well, we're going to go Wukong, and I'm going to go Armand. And then we're going to fight Dirty. Because we're going to go Marius. And we're going to go Armand's number 2. And Hedgie. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I am not going to get locked out by critics yet. I might pay the price. Oh, you fool. But it doesn't matter. Both our Monzas are about the same speed. Let's see what we got going on here. I should be faster. Alright, so Hedgie didn't kill everybody. He locked him out, which kind of sucks. That makes me mad, so let's steal some turn meter here. And let's sheep you. Okay. Who do we want to sheep here? Let's sheep this Armand. Be sheeped. Sheep, sheep. Okay. Doing feeble. I almost took him out. Oof. Alright. Since you're so close to death, die. Alright, let's reduce her skills. Do I wanna... Let's go ahead. Let's steal some turn meter. This is playing dirty here. That's why I like still being in Silver Life Arena. Okay, didn't quite kill him. Alright, well, now all y'all be numb again. Let's just hit her. Is that going to kill? Alright, let's get rid of Armand for right now. Well, we're still locked out. Doggone it. Still turn meter some more. He's probably like, quit toying with me. I don't know this is the greatest showcase, but he left. Alright, well, let's try another one. And see how well it goes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We just stick to the same stuff. I'm not a fan of Arena, so I'm sorry if I'm boring and bland. But let's go with Wukong. And where is he? There is our Marius. Biggest threat is safety right now. Bombs. Okay. So again, we're just going to go with Armands and Armands. 5-star Armands. He's the biggest threat because he can totally take over a fight there. So go ahead and block him. He blocked her. That's fine. We should be okay. So Arbiter and or Sifu is probably going to go first, so we could be in trouble here. Yep, we're going to be in trouble. We are in big time trouble. And you win some, you lose some. Congratulations. The downside of Armand is if someone's faster, you're probably in trouble, but what do you do there? I probably should have taken the Sifu out or their Arbiter, but it is what it is. Again, I keep getting picked first here. Let's just go ahead and get prepared. Go ahead and pick the second Armands and Marius, get it done and over with. Now I should pick a Laz, but I like Sun Wukong. Necrit and Harima. Alright, well, that's fine. And there we go. Alrighty. So, one thing I don't agree with, Ash, you might disagree with me, I don't like sheep. Okay, I think it's a cheap way. You don't have confidence in your abilities and or whatever. But also, we're in silver 4. That's going to do you next to no good. I mean, yeah, he might sheep me. In fact, you took the... Alright. I mean, the only difference is one's in stone skin and also got the intimidating presence blessing there, but we're going to go faster here. We're going to sit there and stun y'all. We're going to sheep him. And what do we want to do here? Let's see if we can steal. Nope, still didn't steal that, but that's fine. Alright, you're awake. Oh, you killed him. Whoop-de-doo-dah. Let's slow you back down a little bit here. And with any luck, the only one standing will be Necrit. And with any luck, he won't even be standing there. Boom. But they're all gone. We didn't strip his blessing, which kind of stinks, but as you can see, he hits pretty doggone hard there. Even if we reduce it, we'll kill him before we get reduced killed here. Block debuff definitely helps. We can't steal your turn meter. Armand's just such a wicked little... Anyway, let's just speed up. Not that it helps him. Sifi would be much better with him. For that increased defense, not that it matters. You saw he pretty hard, so I mean it's just silver 4, but you know we cut through the 3 of them and didn't take much to take down a Necrit. But you know, to get through a Harima, that's not necessarily an easy task there. Anyway, so he's reasonably viable in the live arena, and I'm sure he's still viable up in the higher ones. Okay, let's back out of here. Now we've seen arena. We're not going to do clan boss. Just because of the gear set, and I don't want to change. We are all in the same one build. So let's quick, we'll do a floor of hard here. Just do this floor here, and I'm not sure how long it'll take, but we'll fast forward it here for you and show you that we got through the end on auto. Alright, so there we go. My fastest time, 2:08, so we tied that, but we did it in 49 turns instead of 45. So pretty solid there, and you can see he's pumping out 1.5 million in damage, so he's not too bad on the waves. But let's back out of here since we finished all of hard. And he's pretty good against a lot of these bosses here. You can go check out my other video and see where I took on some of the bosses. But let's go to normal here, and let's see if he can just climb all the way up solo. And we'll speed it up till we fail or we get done. But boom, one hit there, one hit there. 4 turns, 7 seconds. Pretty good solo. Okay, so there we go. 9 floors climbed. Most of them were 7 seconds and 4 turns. A couple a little bit longer in 5 or 6 turns, but pretty quick considering we're solo. What do we got next here? We got the Griffin. Do we think we can do the Griffin solo on normal? Let's give it a shot. Why not? Why not? Why not? There we go. Let's solo the Griffin as well. Alright, 17 seconds and 9 turns. Pretty good considering it's just himself. Okay, a little extra material here in Doom Tower. So we're floor 100, Doom Tower hard. We're going against the Magma Dragon. So our best time is 57 seconds with 23 turns. Let's see if we can match that with this comp, of course. I've been able to do Doom Tower for quite some time here, but I never really got much into the speed runs on the hard side as far as these bosses go. So anything sub 2 minutes is pretty good. Most of my stuff is around probably 3, just because I haven't bothered to make it any faster. But 21 seconds and we're on to the boss. That's pretty solid there. Let's see where we end up. And, well, 4 turns off our best there and 2 seconds off. But there you go. You can see Marius doing a lot of work. Twice the output of Newt. Of course, a good portion of that's because he just cleared those waves. But let's see how he fares on some of the other ones. Alright, so we're on floor 90 with the Griffin of Hard. And a minute 12 with 27 turns is our best. Let's see how we fare here. There we go, minute 25, 33 turns. Not the best, but pretty quick. And again, out damaging Newt 2 to 1 plus there. So let's check out another boss. Okay, so floor 110, the Nether Spider there. Our best time's 5 minutes with 102 turns taken. Let's see if we can speed that up a little bit. Let's drop Rotos here. And let's put in, where's he at? Newt number 2. Or do we want to go with Chrysia? Let's drop him. Let's put a Chrysia in instead, just because he's negative affinity. And let's see how well we fare here. There you go. Best time 2 minutes 32 with 44 turns on that Nether Spider. Of course, he's pumping out a lot of damage there. Only thing left is the final boss here. Floor 120. Who do we want to get rid of? Let's just go ahead, drop him, put him in there, and see what he can do. So here we come at the end. Boom, he put him down. Best time. So pretty solid there, considering literally these are just thrown in champions, no presets or nothing, just let them do their thing. Pretty solid there. So yeah, against the bosses, most of them, he's pretty good. Not the greatest against the Scarab. I'm not sure how he'll fare against Bommel, and you probably do not want to use him in Dark Fae, because he's defense based and he's going to be hard to kill. But otherwise, great for the waves, pretty good for quite a few bosses. Okay, let's go see Marius, finally, in Hydra. We're going to go down here to Nightmare. Yes, we're aware of that. So we've got our team set up here. There's no presets really or anything. And I'm not going to start on auto, and here is why. So Neknothar is in provoke set, same with Mishinaki here. And sadly, Mishinaki's a little bit slow. So 2 things need to happen here. We want to get the head of Decay here. Provoke, so that's good. And I don't want to start with this big hit, because we don't have decreased defense down. So let's go ahead. We got block buffs on everybody. That's good. Just a little A1 wherever it lands. Now we get decreased defense out because Mishinaki is slower there. And we just hit auto and we go. The caveats here are the head of Suffering here and the head of Wrath can put reflect damage on, and you will take yourself out. We have no revivers here. We have healing some from Podrick, and we have healing from the leech that Neknothar puts out, and that's pretty much it. So reflect damage can take us out, and then again, when the head of Wrath is out, if he gets that increased attack, he can wipe us. Now, Wukong will go down, but he can self-revive, so that's not a big deal. So we just gotta watch out for that. Otherwise, it's auto. Sometimes, usually about the only time I target a head is if Marius, since he's got AOE, is the one that's been eaten. Then it's nicer to target with Shamal and Wukong. And of course, we also have damage coming out from Mishinaki here, so we'll let that run on auto, and we'll just from time to time take it off and make sure we get the proper setup there. Okay, so right here you can see he's got reflect damage on. So if we hit him hard, especially Marius, he's down and out for the count. So we gotta hopefully get to Wukong's here, strip buffs and take that away before we go too nuts. So we'll just target this deadhead here and stick with things as normal. And we will see here. Oh, and we got a cleanse too as well. But we got the remove buffs, so now we can go back to auto and just continue monitoring. Alright, so we're not going to make it to the turn limit. And why? Because sadly, when you get later on in the game, you got to pay attention here. And the head of Wrath here managed to get Poison Cloud, increase attack, and he didn't have block buffs on. And with increased attack, he will one-shot, and he took down Sun Wukong and Shamal there. So now we've got nothing to deal with the head of Torment here. So it'll go on a little further, and we'll let it play out, but this run's going to get cut a little short thanks to that, and that's something that you got to kind of watch out for. Obviously, it would be a lot better, and I could potentially maybe break a billion, maybe, if I manualed it, but, who wants to do that for an hour and a half, 2 hours? Anyway, we'll jump back once the run has completed. Okay, as you can see here, we're actually probably going to make the 1500 term limit, just because we were fortunate that the head of Torment didn't torment us too bad, and we were able to keep maintaining. The big thing is block debuff so that we don't get the reflect damage up. So with that all being said, yep, we were going to make the turn limit, even though we were one man down. Of course, we're going to lose a lot of damage there, but there you go. Turn limit reached. No revivers. Now, a big key is 6-star Necmothar and Cruelty. That is huge. But we got Marius putting out 285 million, 65 from Sun Wukong, 84 from Shamal, and then 144 there from Michinaki. So, not going to keep these results. But there you go. I mean, not too bad. This is, an in-game account, but not huge pay to win or anything like that. So let's go back to the Bastion and see how things look. Okay, real quick here, just want to show you, okay, I have a few mythicals here, and then, obviously quite a few legendaries, some dupes of legendaries, but not a one is a plus one or two or whatever. I could on a couple do plus ones, maybe 2 or 3 plus twos, but it's not until you get to the epics here that I have any plus anythings. That all being said, let's switch the view back here real quick. In the vault, I have some more. I have 2 Necmos. This one obviously has 6-star blessing. Like I said, it's huge with cruelty, especially on Necmo, because he rotates around too quick. That's, good for my account, not so good for other high ends. But, as you can see, again, no pluses whatsoever. Same with the reserve vault there. I could make a few, but not that many. So, let's just get to the man of the hour here, recently used Marius. So, what is he in? I managed to get him in a 9-piece Slayer. That is hugely helpful. Real quick, his total stats here. We got him at 64 plus KHP and over 5100 defense and at 248 speed. He is over crit, but that is fine. And he's at 302 crit damage. Unfortunately, I don't have that great accuracy, and I would like to have it higher. It is a sadly reroll banner. It was attack, which did absolutely no good, but I did get resistance instead of accuracy, which is a bummer, but it did give me the speed, and it landed on defense, so not bad overall. I'd like to have seen that in accuracy, but it is what it is. Slayer's limited, and I am lucky to get him in a 9-piece set, which those benefits are huge. The extra chance to repeat the damage, the ignoring defense, the turn meter fill, and all the other bonuses there. So that is where I am very fortunate when it comes to Marius. As the skills, we just went with cruelty right now, and I'm not sure if I ever get him to 6-star. I'm not going to hold my breath. Whether I would stick with cruelty or go with something like crushing rend or not, it just really depends. With him putting those 3 hits out, cruelty is great because he can just pump up that, decreased defense so quick, right? 4 per hit, so boom. He's doing those 3 hits. That's 12 of the 20% right there in one turn. So, in 2 or 3 turns, they're at the max 20% for bosses, and of course 40% for champions there. So that is huge there on him. And, that's why Necmothar I chose cruelty there. So if I had Necmothar with him and I just kind of stuck with this, I'd probably change that to crushing rend, but it's hard to say. So. Masteries wise, just real quick, came down here. Important things getting Helm Smasher, getting a little bit of accuracy, but I wanted to get the Laura Steel there and Master Hexer. And the reason I went for this is to try and land those enfeebles. Now, I don't have that great accuracy, so I didn't go for Master Hexer because, one, it's only 50% chance in the first place, and, with the low accuracy, just to choose this for a little bit chance to extend the enfeeble didn't overvalue either taking the extra potentially 10% and or the extra 6 or 3% there from kill streaks. So getting both of those helps put more damage out versus the off chance of one. First I got to land it, and then I got to, have another chance to extend it. And hopefully by then, you can see the fights are usually over. And of course it doesn't work on bosses on the long fights. So I didn't see the value of going that route. But that's, that's my Marius in a nutshell there. And you can see he is solid everywhere. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day.